You stand at the defendant's table, palms slick with sweat, heart thudding in your chest like a drum that won't quit. The room is silent except for the scratching of pens and the clicking of the courtroom clock. You're 19, barely old enough to vote, and you're facing charges that could ruin your life. Grand theft auto, resisting arrest, felony level stuff. But this isn't just any trial. This one is different because you're not just a defendant. You're also your own lawyer. The courtroom feels colder than it should. It's Los Angeles County. Outside, it's 87 degrees. In here, it's ice. The judge, Walter Grayson, peers down from the bench, lips pursed like he already knows how this ends. To him, you're just another teen with a bad attitude and a worse story. He doesn't know what you know. You've been studying law since middle school, not in any official program. Just on your own late nights, poring over your mom's paralegal textbooks, watching court transcripts, analyzing trial videos on YouTube like other kids watch NBA highlights. You didn't want to be here like this. But life doesn't always care what you want. The prosecutor, Mitchell Carrington, stands up with the swagger of a man who's played this game 1,000 times. He tells the jury it's open and shut, that you were found near a stolen Audi, that your fingerprints were on the steering wheel, that a police officer saw you behind the wheel. Simple, clean, convincing. Except it's not. You don't say a word. Not yet. You're waiting, listening, timing your moment. When the judge finally turns to your court-appointed attorney and says, "Let's hear the defense," you speak first. "I'll be representing myself, Your Honor." The courtroom ripples like someone just dropped a stone into still water. Whispering, raised brows. The judge blinks once, slowly. "You what?" "I'll be defending myself." He leans back, smirks. "This isn't a high school debate club, son." But that doesn't shake you, because you've been preparing for this. Your voice stays steady as you rise, walking slowly toward the jury. You don't yell. You don't posture. You just ask, "Did the officer who claimed to see me behind the wheel actually witness the incident?" The prosecutor stiffens. Of course he did. Then his GPS logs from that night should place him at the scene, correct? The judge squints. The jury shifts. The question hangs heavy in the air. Carrington hesitates. That pause? That's everything. You can feel it in your bones. He's bluffing, and he knows you know it. You continue calmly. "I moved to subpoena Officer Ruiz's GPS logs. If he wasn't at the scene, his testimony is invalid." The judge nods, and the first crack in the prosecution's case forms. The prosecutor pivots. Now it's about fingerprints. "They were found on the steering wheel," he insists. You nod. "Let's talk about that," you say, facing the jury. If you try on a jacket at a department store and leave, and later someone steals that jacket, does that make you the thief? A couple jurors glance at each other. You continue. "I touched the car. I leaned on it. It was unlocked. A dumb mistake. Sure, but I didn't steal it. I didn't drive it. I didn't flee." You let that linger. Then you pull out a copy of the police report. The full report, not the edited one the DA submitted. The one with the statement they didn't want the jury to see. You read aloud. The suspect was white. Slim build. About 5 feet 8 inches. The man we arrested didn't match that description. You look at the jury. You let it land. "I'm black, 6 feet. No one even asked if I matched the description. They just saw me walking nearby and decided it was good enough." Now the room is different. No more smirks. No more chuckles. Just silence. Carrington tries to recover. He waves papers, raises objections, but his voice isn't landing anymore. You've taken the narrative, and you're holding it with both hands. You expose the holes. No forensic analyst in court. No chain of custody on the evidence. No dash cam footage showing you behind the wheel. You tear the case apart. By the end of your closing statement, the room doesn't see a cocky teen anymore. They see a young man who knows more about justice than the people paid to uphold it. The judge leans forward. His voice is quieter now. "Does the prosecution have anything further?" Carrington stares at his notes like they betrayed him. "No, Your Honor." The pause that follows stretches long. You hold your breath. Then Grayson exhales. This court finds the defendant not guilty. Case dismissed. You don't move. Not right away. The words echo in your head. Not guilty. People in the gallery whisper. Some nod. Some frown. But one voice rises above them all. Jalen, it's your mother, Denise. Tears in her eyes. Arms open wide. You rush down the aisle and fall into her hug. She squeezes you tight like she did when you were 5 and scraped your knee. Except now you just bleed. You bled true. As you step outside the courthouse, reporters swarm like flies. What are your plans now, Jalen? Are you going to study law? Do you think the system is broken? You say nothing, because you already know your answer. Across the street, you see Judge Grayson standing by his car. He's watching you, not with contempt this time, with respect. Before you turn to leave, he nods. A single, silent acknowledgement. He underestimated you. They all did, but you proved them wrong. Not with violence, not with anger, with facts, with truth, with your voice. This wasn't just about your trial. This was about all the people who never had the chance to fight back. The ones who didn't know how. The ones the system buried quietly. But you dug yourself out. And you made sure everyone saw it. And now, the courtroom won't be the last place you make noise. Because one day, you'll be back. Not as a defendant, but as a defense. If this story shook something in you, don't let it stop here. Like, comment, subscribe. Because next time, it might be someone you know.